I've been trying to figure this one out, and I think I just got it. I saw something and then saw it as a pattern, but then I was like, but is it a pattern? And it is, but it's interesting when you're the next sequence that makes it the pattern. In other words, before you, when it happened previously, that person wasn't exposed. That pattern was not recognized because it wasn't an actual pattern yet in this specific dynamic, in this specific way. And it wasn't until it happened the second time, making it the pattern, that you were able to see it clearly when it happened to you. Right? When it happened the first time to somebody else, and it was the first time in that exact scenario for somebody else, we don't say, oh, yeah, well, that's what happened with so-and-so, or, oh, yeah, that's what happens with them, or, oh, yeah, that's the pattern. That's, you know what I mean? There is none of that. Oh, none of that. Because nobody can see it at first. Nobody can recognize it. Nobody even realizes it. It took me so long to even see it. It hit me one day. I was like, holy shit. That happened the exact same way with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. I don't want to believe that that's true. And then you start to see it and you can't unsee it. And then you see it more and more and more. And you're like, holy shit. But you're the dynamic that makes it a pattern. And by making it a pattern, it exposes the truth. It exposes that person who behaves in said manner. I don't even know that they know that they're that malicious. It's almost like somebody who is so, it's lazy is what it is, really, because they're not meeting their own needs in healthy ways. And so they will steal and take and grasp outside themselves to get their needs met. And so they'll harm anybody, but they're not even aware of the damage in their wake because they're just so undernourished in all those ways. But they're not doing anything to fill those needs, but they'll take from anybody else to get their needs met. And so, hearing it that way, you're like, oh my God, are they a fucking monster? It's like, well, technically, when you do it to the bare bones, yes. But are they in reality in the 3D? No, I don't, let's hope. I mean, I know some people do know, but I don't think I don't know. There may be more conscious around it than I'd like to believe. There's probably is more consciousness around it, but I don't think I think if I spelled it out to them, the truth of it, I think even they would be horrified by their actions and inability to meet their own needs, and in that lack, they have wildly overstepped. But I think the thing that's fascinating to me again is this. It's like when you are the second person that they've done something to, identical to, it makes it then a seeable pattern. In other words, they've been doing this all over the gamut, but they've been doing it in slicker, sly ways. And then they have been known to be that type of person for, I don't want to get too, but what they have done now twice is shocking. And so it now exposes them for real. But also it's also it makes you question a lot of people too, right? But it's sad, and it's like even in seeing it, you don't necessarily want to partake in it, right? It's like, well, it is what it is. And everybody else has to wake up to that truth too. That's what I mean. It's like, you don't want to go around and be like, hello, wake up, everybody, open up your fucking eyes. Do you not see what actually happened here and how that happened exactly the same way previously to somebody else? Exact same situation. You don't find that a little interesting? It's more than interesting. A little ironic? More than ironic. Do you see? And so you don't want to, it's like you don't want to play in their games. And everybody has to love themselves so much that they're woken up to their own truth. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain that better. It's like they keep showing, it's like, I feel like I would be playing like a he said, she said. That's what I mean by like, okay, I can see clearly and I move along. It can almost sound like mean that I wouldn't tell people of this horror story, but it's like, because it's not about that. And it's more about, is everybody loving themselves? Are they honoring themselves? Are they thinking for themselves? Or are they allowing others to dictate their mood or their moves? Are they allowing others to plant seeds in their mind, in their ears? Are they allowing others to dictate what's really happening? And in the slickest and slyest ways. I mean, that's why it's sick, right? Because sometimes it's like, wow, that was really premeditated to such a degree that, yeah, maybe they should be. Do you know what I mean? Like some of it's like, all right, okay, all right. But again, it's like I don't, fight fire with fire. It's like, I'd like to just focus on what is working and be happy, right? It's like, I can see clearly, right? And it's everybody else has to do it on their own. If they feel more comfortable with, blinders on, to each their own, right? Like that's really none of my business, right? We're only our own business. Okay.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.